Deshaun Watson having a day. Shedeur Sanders throws a second interception in camp during 7-on-7. Dillon Gabriel speaks to the media today. And there's a lot of people changing their narratives. And there's a lot of people changing their tune. And today we're going to get into why. Shedeur Sanders, day 7. Yeah, we back. Let's get it.
Hey, we live now, really.
Hold on. We live? Oh, hold on. We really live? Can you see me? Oh my goodness. Welcome back, my beautiful people. Yes, we back and we live. And unless you've been living under a rock, unless you ain't been paying attention, unless you ain't been keeping up with myself and the scorekeeper, I'm here to tell you, camp is getting interesting. Camp is getting interesting. That boy Deshaun, said, hey, Shedeur, not so fast. That boy Deshaun looks like he had his best day of camp so far. And with Deshaun Watson having his best day at camp so far, we got to get into it. Then that boy Dillon Gabriel says it's just business. You know, I don't feel disrespected. It's just business, you know? How do you feel about being a backup, not being considered in a QB competition? Oh, it's just business. It's just business. It's just reps, you know? So there's a lot to get into, folks. A lot of clips. You know, I got the clips loaded. Y'all know I got the clips loaded. Come on now. You know, hey, the first thing you got to do before we get started and we get into all these clips I got for you today, because the clips are loaded, I promise you. Before we get started today, do me one favor. Do me one solid, please. Make sure, please, you send this to your mama, your daddy, your best friend of another friend, little Johnny, little Timmy. Don't forget about little Susie, too. And don't forget about little Josh, who just moved down the street from little Susie. You know she need these gems, too. You can't keep all these gems to yourself, baby. And please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button, wherever you're viewing this from. And please help me get into that algorithm. Please, I appreciate you. But please hit that like button. All right, but without further ado, man, let's just get right into it. I was going to show a few Shedeur Sanders clips because he's been talking to the press. But I would be remiss. If I didn't just get straight into Deshaun Watson bouncing back today and having himself a day thus far. So without further ado, Deshaun Watson, back-to-back touchdowns during 7-on-7. Can we get into it? Can we talk about it? Deshaun Watson today during 7-on-7. He said, Shedeur Sanders, come here, my boy. Come here, my boy, my guy. I love you. Well, it ain't going to go down that easy. I ain't going down without a fight. Deshaun Watson today threw back-to-back touchdowns in the red zone on the goal line. Deshaun Watson today says, Shedeur Sanders, I don't know what your thought this was, but I ain't going nowhere. Dillon Gabriel talking to the press, letting them know that I don't feel disrespected. It's just business. We're going to get into it all and more, folks. We're going to get into it all and more. I promise you. But first clip, let's get into it. Deshaun Watson hitting Denzel Boston for a touchdown in 7-on-7. Denzel Boston scored 2 touchdowns for Deshaun Watson during this 7-on-7 period, and I'm going to show you both of them. Here's the first one. Deshaun Watson looking decisive today. Not thinking twice. He's pulling the trigger, putting it in a narrow window. Deshaun Watson, I'm here for it, my guy. I am here for it. Put it on him. Denzel, great catch, great contested ball by the corner, but hey, you was a little too slow, my guy. You was just a tad bit too slow, my friend. All right, but that boy Deshaun, he's doing his big one. That boy Deshaun today, that boy is balling, and I would be remiss if I didn't say so myself. Deshaun, next clip in 7-on-7, like I told you, Deshaun Watson said, Shedeur. He said, Shedeur, please don't think you got it sold up, my friend, because this battle is gonna go to the end of all ends, to the end of all ends. Let's get into the clip and let me be quiet. Deshaun. Oh, let me make sure you can see it, my people. Denzel Boston scores two TDs today in the red zone for Deshaun Watson. Great ball. Great ball. Deshaun, we see you, big dog. Denzel, we know at this point, man. We know at this point, if we really being honest, if we really going to have the conversation about it, Chad, can we talk about it for 2 seconds? My bad. All right, we're going to get back to the clips. But if we're being honest, if we're really talking about it, if we're really having the conversation, that boy Denzel Boston is going to be a problem this year. That boy Denzel Boston is going to be a problem this year. Let's drop a bomb for goddamn Denzel Boston for continuing to dominate during camp. Jesus Christ. And let's drop a bomb for Deshaun Watson battling back today. He said, hey, today I'm back with the ones, coach. He said, coach, hey, the problem is, coach. Deshaun said, the problem is, coach, you got me switching off, and I don't like that. Well, Deshaun, if you don't like it, then show us why you need to be number one, my guy. Keep on putting the ball in spots like this. Ooh. TD. Did someone say tutty? Deshaun out here slanging that thing today, folks. I would not lie to you. I told you. Very unbiased today. Very unbiased today. Because Deshaun Watson had himself a day. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you Deshaun was balling today. And yes, Shedeur, he was doing that. He was doing his thing too. He did throw an interception that we're going to get into here later. I don't know if Deshaun Watson has thrown an interception yet. All right, I'm waiting for my QB tracker guy to update me. All right, I'm still waiting. He ain't hit me yet. The QB tracker is being dilated. Practice is just about almost over, wrapping up at right now as we speak. All right, but Deshaun Watson, him and Jerry connected multiple times today. Jerry stepped up today. Jerry had himself a good day too. I'm gonna show you multiple Jerry clips today. Deshaun Watson looking decisive. Deshaun Watson today looked as crisp and as decisive as he's been. He looked as crisp and as decisive as he's been thus far in camp today, y'all. Hey, the battle, chat. The battle is alive and well, baby. The battle is alive and well. And Deshaun said, hey, young man, I know y'all thought I was down and out. I know y'all said Shedeur might as well start right now. But Deshaun, he ain't going for none of it. For none of it. For none of it. Deshaun, what you doing with the first team today, my guy? What you doing with the first team today, Deshaun? Ain't nobody else? Oh, okay. Okay, Deshaun. Hey, let's get into it, man. Deshaun Watson. Read option. Jet verse. You're coming around too wide. You got to break down, slice it, bend that shoulder, cut that. Hey, you got to. That's too big of a gap. You creating, Jared. All right? Because you're getting washed, and then your linebacker. He's getting blocked by Harold Fanning. Jesus Christ. Good job on this play, offensive line. This is the designated run, design run. You see the pullers. Deshaun Watson getting out in the open. Hey, you see the guard pulling. You see the tackle pulling. This is a design run. Deshaun Watson, we saw Shedeur just do this the other day. Today, it looks a lot crisper as far as the offensive line, them getting out and moving. So the offensive line is starting to gel a little more. I can see it, right? We can see that. Deshaun Watson sees the gap. He sees the hole. The DN's crashing. This DN's wide. He sees offensive lineman. He's got to pick him up. Boom, Sean Junkins taking him. The hole is open. Boom, shoot it. Shoot it, Deshaun. Okay, Mr. Watson. Deshaun said, hey, Shedeur. Hey, Shedeur. I know what they've been saying. My guy. I know I hear the chirps. I hear them all. I'm not stupid. I hear them. I'm going to battle back, though. Deshaun said he's going to battle back. Hey, Deshaun having himself a day, chat. I'm showing Deshaun clips early right now because we're going to get to Shedeur. Hey, don't sleep on Shedeur. Shedeur balled out still today, too. But Deshaun, hey, I just showed you only a few clips. I only showed you a few clips. That boy Deshaun said, hey, Shedeur, I love you. Shedeur, I appreciate you, my guy. But hey, not so fast. Not so fast. Okay? So, Chad, how we feel about Deshaun cooking today? I need to know. All right? Because that's the thing. I told y'all, this is a lengthy battle. Shedeur so far has stacked days. Today, we're going to look at the QB tracker, and we're going to see who had the better day. But once again, all that, the QB tracker doesn't matter. What we've seen during practice, if I'm being honest, it doesn't matter. What's going to matter is what you do in that first preseason game. And I have an update about that first preseason game. I have an update for y'all about that first preseason game. Because Todd Monken, hey, he said that, hey, we going to see. We going to see who's out there. Somebody will play in that first season game. Somebody's going to start, either Shedeur or Deshaun. They'll decide by how they play. Right? And then on top of that, what else did he say? All right? What else did he say? He said, hey, the team going to decide. Shedeur, right now, he's up probably 6-1. But Deshaun, once again, Deshaun had himself a day today. All right, let's watch this clip one more time before we move on. All right, I love the pull-in offensive line, the guard and the tackle. This is a power run play designed for the QB. Deshaun got up there, showing off the wheels. It said once again, chat, I told you, we ain't biased around here. It is said once again, Deshaun Watson had himself a day-to-day, chat. That's the word on the street. So how we feeling about that? Told you it's going to be a battle. I told you it's going to be a battle. You know that. You know it's going to be a battle. We ain't running from it. We here for it. You understand that? You understand? But we got a lot of clips to get into, chat. We got a lot of clips and we got a lot of things to get into today. So let me go ahead and be quiet. All right, let me be quiet. Because I got to show this, chat. All right? Yesterday, we didn't get into it too much, but today, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. Chat, how we feeling about the QB tracker so far? All right? The QB tracker from today is not out yet. All right? I'm waiting to be plugged. As soon as they hit me with it, I'm going to hit you with it. You understand? But these are the stats and these are the numbers so far. But Deshaun Watson today, he had himself a day. So at the end of the day, we're going to spin the block and we're going to come right back to this QB tracker. But this is what it's looking like so far. Shedeur Sanders is around 70% completion percentage. Right now during camp, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's balling. Shedeur Sanders is balling. He's cooking. Deshaun Watson, 76 for 126. Right? 3 tutties, 6 interceptions, though. Deshaun has to take care of the ball. That is a must. We will see if Deshaun had any interceptions today. Deshaun Watson, I don't think he had many interceptions today either. Shedeur had 1, I saw. They tried to make a big deal out of it. And you know who tweeted it, Zach Jackson. We know how he feel about Shedeur, but that's another story for another day. Another story for another day. All right? But if we're talking about it, let's just go ahead and get it out the way. All right? Shedeur Sanders, he did throw an interception today. All right, let's just go ahead and get it out the way. All right, the QB tracker, yes, we see it. Y'all saw the numbers. We're going to spin a block on that. All right, we're going to spin a block on that here in a bit. But you see the numbers thus far. Shedeur Sanders, I don't care what nobody say. He leading the way. He leading the pack. And it's proof in the pudding. But Deshaun had himself a day today. And we ain't no haters, chat. We're going to show respect. We're going to show love to Deshaun when he has a good day. That's why we started off with Deshaun clips. When Dillon had a good day, who do we start off with? But Shedeur dropped the mic on Dillon's day. Did Shedeur drop the mic again today? I'm just asking, chat. Did he drop the mic again today? We're going to get to it. All right? But regardless, my bad. Let me fix my mic real quick, chat. Hold on 2 seconds. But regardless, Shedeur Sanders, his first interception. So it will be an interception. It was tipped. Let's watch it. Shedeur Sanders rolls out to the right. This is doing 7-on-7. Goal line. Boom. Delpit tips it. It's picked off by the linebacker. All right, nothing too crazy, Chad. It's a tip ball. He tried to fit in the window. I'm going to find the other angle of this because I'm not trusting Zach Jackson because you know Zach Jackson, we know how he be. Hey, we know how some of these boys be. You feel me? So we're going to get into it. All right, but this is Shedeur Sanders. Is it first interception of the day? All right, second interception to Kent. Like I said, Chad, we unbiased. We showing it all. Always gonna keep it real with you. Shedeur Sanders, first interception of the day. But Deshaun, y'all, he was cooking. We're going to get back to him in his highlights. First interception of the day tipped. I mean, this is not the best angle either, chat. So I'm going to show you a better angle. Don't you worry. I'm going to show you a better angle. But hold on real quick. While I got this better angle of Deshaun Watson. Hold on. Like I said, hey, chat, it's only 7:07. But Shedeur was cooking during 7:07, throwing a couple tuds. Deshaun Watson cooked during 7:07 today with 2 touchdowns and it goes in the red zone. 2 touchdowns in the red zone. Here's a better angle of that catch. Denzel Boston. Short hands. Great pass, Deshaun. Like I said, we're going to drop a bomb for Deshaun Watson today, battling back. All right? This is camp day 7. All right? This is camp day 7. He said, what day we on? This is camp day 7. Nah, that was definitely Shedeur Sanders' fault with that interception. Hey, he going to make mistakes, baby. It's practice. Just like I said, Deshaun Watson going to make mistakes, even when he threw interceptions. All right? Boys ain't going to be perfect. You're supposed to throw interceptions during practice. All right? This is where you're getting better. But Deshaun had himself a day. That's a great ball right there. Unbiased opinion over here, baby. Calling it black and white. I'm going to give it to you all, chat. And this right here is a hell of a pass and a hell of a catch. Great job, Denzel Boston. 2 red zone touchdowns once again for Deshaun Watson today. Denzel Boston today that boy got in his bag. I'm not going to lie to you. Denzel Boston today got in his bag. All right. Hey, Denzel Boston once again. Every single day, Denzel Boston is doing what he's supposed to do. Period. Point blank. Period. All right. But anyway, let's get into some more clips. Is that allowed? Oh, hold on. This is the update I got for you, chat. I did find a clip. All right, hold on. Let's get into it. All right. So this is how the quarterback battle is going to work during the preseason before we get into any more clips. All right. Todd Monken, how do you feel? How's the rest of the camp is going to go as far as who's going to start the first preseason game or the second preseason game? Todd Monken comes with his answer. What you got to say about it, Todd?
Yeah. Cam took little liberties with what our conversation was like. Basically, we talked about that the quarterbacks are gonna play in the preseason, and obviously, if it's still a competition at that time, why wouldn't you start one and start the other, and then we would go from there. That was really what the conversation was. He wasn't wrong in what we talked about, which you've all known that they're going to play in the preseason, and someone has to go out there for the first snap. Thus, they would be the one that starts. But at this point, we're so far from that it's not really as important as what it kind of got made out to be.
So basically, he was saying at the end of the day, what the reports are, dude kind of took it a little too far. He basically told him that at the end of the day, both quarterbacks are going to get an opportunity to start, and it's based on them, essentially. But yeah, y'all saying it right. Shedeur Sanders with that interception today, everybody and their mama going to try to say something, right? When Watson makes some mistakes, y'all heard what they say. Y'all heard what they said. Oh, he's supposed to make mistakes. It happens, right? It happens. He's supposed to. We get that. When Shedeur makes a mistake, it's always going to be magnified, chat. I told you yesterday, what we say, chat, we don't care about the noise. What you doing between them white lines? What you doing when you touch that grass? That's the only thing that matters. What you doing when you touch that grass? What you doing when you touch that grass? Shedeur Sanders today. I don't care what nobody say. We still cooking, baby. We still cooking today, baby. Come on. Dubs in the chat for Shedeur, man. Sean had himself a day, but Shedeur said, hey, I'm here still. You still got to catch up. Deshaun. This is 11 on 11. Y'all see it? 11 on 11. Obviously, look at that gap that opens up. Got to shoot it, Shedeur. Woo, that's a big game right there. That's damn near a tutty. No, that's not a tutty. I'm capping. But that's at least a gain of 15 yards right there, baby. Good job, Shedeur. And also, you can see today, all right, they're in shells. So today there's no full pads. Today there's no hidden for real. They're in shells, right? Got to prevent some injuries. There's already been a few injuries, all right? But, hey, can we put dubs in the chat for Shedeur? Because Shedeur said, I showed you Deshaun Watson taking off today. You ain't think Shedeur did the same thing? He said, Deshaun, I saw you, but everything you can do, I can do better. I'm just saying, chat. Hey, that hole opened up like that. And this was not a sack. Ooh, my bad, chat. My bad. I don't know what just happened. That hole opened up like that, he got to take off. That hole opened up like that, you got to take off. And you see no white jerseys for a good 15, 20 yards. That's a nice little run right there. Nice little gain of 15, 20. I showed you Deshaun take off. You ain't think Shedeur did the same thing? You ain't think, hey, Shedeur said, hey, Deshaun, I know you got wheels, baby. But, hey, I ain't too far behind you, my guy. You understand me? Come on, man. Come on. So, with all this being said, with the hoopla, with the this and the that chat, you know what we gonna do. All right, and here's another view of Shedeur Sanders' interception. All right, it's a better view of it. All right, this is a better view of Shedeur's interception. Like I said, I didn't show, hey, chat, we being unbiased here. When Deshaun Watson shows the interception, I'll show about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. All right, Shedeur throws the interception, I'm going to show about 5, 6, 7. Maybe just, 2 or 3, if I'm being honest. But we're going to still, we're going to be fair. We're going to still be fair, Chad, but that's a bad pass right there. It happens, Chad. The only perfect person is that man upstairs. It's okay. Tip pass. Hey, PBU. Tip balls get intercepted, Chad. Especially in the league. Come on, that's a PBU. He tried to squeeze in the window. He couldn't. Hey. Ooh, it happens. Watch it one more time, Chad. All right, but this is Shedeur Sanders' only interception of the day. All right, I had some Deshaun Watson, people in the chat. They said, "Hey, you showed, Deshaun's interception the other day like 100 times." I got you. I got you. But this 7-on-7. This ain't too crazy, bro. Like I said, chat, they both gonna make mistakes, bro. But this doesn't separate the fact that this doesn't interject the fact that boy Shedeur Sanders is still out here balling and cooking. This doesn't change the fact that boy Shedeur Sanders is still out here doing his big one. This doesn't change the fact that Shedeur Sanders right now is still leading in the race. I don't care what your mama, your daddy, your brother, friend of another friend got to say about it. Come on now. Shedeur still cooking. And yesterday, all right, let's have a sidebar real quick. Can we have a sidebar, chat? Because if you don't remember what happened with this situation, let's go ahead and spin a block real quick. I want to take you down memory lane. Let's go down memory lane for a second, chat. All right, just bear with me. Let's go down memory lane for 2 seconds, chat.
So you probably was the one that killed him. Did you sabotage my son? Because it didn't help.
I tried.
And nothing you did help.
I tried my best to help.
You just told me he was kind. He was wonderful.
He shook everybody's hand.
Yeah.
I tweeted it.
But you didn't tell that to nobody. I didn't see it. Because if I had known, I would have led with that. Now you're telling me that nobody saw it.
I tweeted it.
So when they were murdering his character, did you retweet it?
I did.
No.
I promise.
No,
I
you
said
didn't.
Prime just dropped a bomb.
Hey, you want to know something funny, chat? That same guy, he was a part of the murdering, Shedeur, and his character. He was a part of the bandwagon. He was part of the club that everybody was jumping on when it's jump on Shedeur time, right? You remember that, right? Why does this man pull up on Shedeur yesterday? Hey, Shedeur. Hey, we remember him too, man.
Shedeur Sanders is here. One
We
of
remember
the
him too,
most
Shedeur.
exciting young players in football. What's going on, buddy?
Excited to get to practice.
He said, what's going on, buddy? He said, excited to get to practice. Hey, Shedeur already knew in the door. Miss me with all that you talking about, my guy. And chat, we're going to get to the highlights in 2 seconds. All right, bear with me. I just want to go back. I would just want to take you out of past memory lane. All right, we just got to spin a block. Go travel down memory lane for a little second. All right, chat? All right, give me 2 seconds, chat. All right, we gonna get back to the highlights of practice today, but we having a short interjection. This was from practice yesterday. He pulled back on Shedeur, and he thought we wasn't gonna remember. Hey, Chad, he thought we wasn't gonna remember, Chad.
You were just giving a press conference. You were talking about staying present, staying in the moment, all that stuff. What's your mindset going into this year, and how has it changed where you're just trying? People were asking about Monday, and you're like, I don't want to talk about Monday. I want to talk about today's practice.
Yeah.
How has your mindset changed in that regard?
Facts.
I was saying by just understanding what really matters in this world and what doesn't. You know, that's why I say really, really, really change. It's like to every single little thing. That's why I crack down on.
When did you crack down on it? How did that mindset change for you?
When everything changed for me. When the script got flipped on me.
Which was when?
You tell me.
When you became an NFL player?
I don't know.
When you became, the superstar of Colorado? There's a lot. There was a lot of.
Not that.
Okay.
Nah.
That was great.
Yes.
That was the peak. That was when y'all was on my side when I was at Colorado. Boy, what happened when I was trying to enter the league? What happened when y'all was assassinating my character? Hey, chat. He thought Shedeur forgot. He thought we forgot, chat. Come on now.
That was great.
You think?
But since then, I mean, just turn on the TV. You'll be able to see it.
You mean the media criticism that's come with being an NFL?
No, I don't think there's anything negative about it, but I just don't like the how can I say it? I don't really like the when people have platforms and don't use it for the right reasons. I don't respect that.
Hey,
so it's like things I don't respect, I don't give my time to.
You brought it up. Is there anything that particularly about you that you see on TV in New York? Come on, man.
Not because I don't watch TV.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't watch TV at all.
That is fair.
I don't do it. I remove every.
Hey, you ain't finna walk us into no questions, my guy. We remember you, my guy. We do. But let's continue. My bad, Chad. I'm sorry for interjecting.
Everything possibly negative about my life, I remove.
All right, let's do some rapid fire. Best thing about the city of Cleveland?
I would say the people.
Hey, let's drop a bomb. Let's drop a bomb.
I just saw you walk down. Everybody loves you now. Like, you just walk down and people, it just, you mentioned the kids earlier.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, it's a good, and the other thing is, I'll say this, you don't go, you have been around NFL camps, but like, everybody always says.
I haven't really went to many camps.
Okay. But everybody always says, oh, this team deserves.
Hey, Shedeur just really here like, hey, y'all really gonna make me come do this interview? Shedeur, hey, he wanted to be Marshawn Lynch so bad in this moment. Hey, Shedeur, I don't blame you, my guy. Shedeur wanted to be Marshawn Lynch so bad in this situation. I'm just here so I won't get fined. But we remember you, my guy. Hey, you ain't slick. We remember. We remember you. I'm just saying. Let's finish.
Deserves a winner. This city deserves a winner. I've been coming here for over a decade. These stands are packed no matter what happens. This town, maybe more than any other, deserves a winning football team, in my opinion.
Yeah, I understand that. That's why I take my days and my hours so seriously.
Yeah, no, I'm totally agreeing with you. Biggest difference in your game from last year to this year?
I was saying I'm able to get a lot more information.
Pre-snap, the whole thing.
Hey, Shedeur, really like, hey, bro, get me out of here.
And that just comes with being more comfortable being around.
Yeah. It's more comfortable within yourself, more comfortable with just everything.
You like
get more comfort in life.
Get me out of here.
There's only been a couple practices, and then obviously spring ball as well, or summer ball as well. But what are your impressions of Todd Monken and what he's going to bring to this team as opposed to last year's team?
I don't really like to play the comparison game because I like being thankful for what I
summer ball
in life.
Listen to the
There's
question
only been
again,
a couple practices, and then obviously spring ball as well, or summer ball as well. But what are your impressions of Todd Monken and what he's going to bring to this team as opposed to last year's team?
As opposed to last year's team. Why are you trying to? Hey, we already done moved on from Sabotage Stefanski. Shedeur, like, dog, is you really trying to continue to play in front of my face? Look at the mama back here. Is he really interviewing him like that? He shouldn't even be over here talking to him. I agree, mama.
I don't really like to play the comparison game because I like being thankful for what I do have. And I think we got a coach that understands the vibe of everything. He understands the city, he understands the team, he understands each player. So I think when you have that and the supporting staff with him, then you have no choice but success.
Last thing
Facts.
for you. We do something called badasses. Most badass teammate you've ever had. Could be here, could be at Colorado, could be at Jackson State, could be in high school.
I'll say Shedeur Sanders.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Why was
Yeah.
Shiloh? Why is Shiloh a badass as a player?
Because think about how his career ended. He slapped somebody and he never played again. If he gonna go out, he went out swinging, man. Shiloh dropping the song "Go Out Swinging" soon, man.
All right.
I love it.
Thanks, man.
Shiloh and he never played again. Because think about how his career ended.
Have a bomb for Shiloh.
He slapped somebody and he never played again. If he gonna go out, he went out swinging, man. Shiloh dropping the song "Go Out Swinging" soon, man.
All right.
And that's how we take care of somebody like that, chat. We ain't have to run from the interview, chat. We ain't have to, you feel me? We ain't have to make a big hoopla, but we know which side you plan on, my guy. We know which side of the team you plan on. We know which side of the aisle that you on, my guy. We ain't gonna make a big scene, but we gonna kill you with kindness. And hey, you interviewing me, remember that. You interviewing me, y'all talking about me, remember that. And Shedeur said, hey, you want me to talk bad about Stefanski? Ain't gonna happen. You want me to talk bad about Deshaun? Ain't gonna happen. Straight professional. Go play with your mama, don't play with me. Hey, Shedeur, that's how you handle that.
The mud.
But
And
hey,
so we're allowing it.
we remember you.
I tried.
Did you notice all that stuff just kind of just went away?
Well, it's
Like after a while, it just.
Dillon didn't hold back. He called the report.
Yeah. I just wanted to go down memory lane, chat. I just wanted to go down memory lane. Can we get back to the clips? Hey, chat, like, hold on. All right. We appreciate you taking us down memory lane, but can we get back to the practice clips? My bad, chat. All right, my bad. We're going to get back to it. All right, we're going to get back to it. All right. Hold on. We're going to get back to it, chat. We're going to get back to it. All right, let's go. Shedeur, he was still cooking today. Chat, per usual. Today, Shedeur is working with the twos. All right, working with the twos. We got to remember, chat, he going to do it. Hey, that's easy money, dog. That's easy money. All right, easy read. Tight end in motion. Send him to the backside. Wide in. Is he dropping back in coverage or is he coming? If he drops back, all right, then we looking somewhere else. But this is our hot read right here. Shedeur Sanders sees it well. Oh, y'all ain't know I played quarterback back in the day. You don't know I know what hot reads are? Oh, okay. Just saying, chat. My bad. Hot read. Not even. Hey, well, you gotta put it on him. Gain of 15 right there. Gain of 10, 15. All right. Gain of 10, 15. Send him in motion. Boom. All right. Now I'm seeing. I see what I got going on. Hot route. Get it to him. Easy money. Easy money. We can do that all day, chat. Come on, man. We can do that all day. That's easy money for us, man. That's easy money. Let's not make it too easy. But I'm just saying, man. That boy Shedeur, he gonna continue to do what he gotta do. All right. Also, just so that way we can look at this again. All right, before we get into some more Shedeur Sanders, all right, highlights from practice. I showed you Deshaun. Don't worry. Hey, for all my Dillon fans out there, I'm going to save him for last. All right, he did okay today, too. All right, just relax. We're going to get to Dillon today, too. But here's a better shot. Chat, of that scramble from Shedeur. Here's a better shot of it. All right, as you can see, nobody. Hey, he's gone. Clear pocket. We going for a 15-20. That's a good read right there. That's a good play right there. That's at least a gain of 20-30. Shedeur Sanders showing off that speed. Hey, we've been working off season. Hey, Deshaun, you ain't the only one they think is fast, dog. Hey, I got some wheels too. I've been putting in work too. But look at that gap, though. Hey, offensive line, let's give it up for the goddamn offensive line. Shedeur Sanders is working with the two, so this is the backup offensive line. You see Fano right there, left tackle. Fano practicing with the twos today. And if you notice, when Shedeur is with the ones, Fano, the first-round guard, or first-round tackle, my bad. The first-round tackle, he's with Shedeur. The blind side of the quarterback is extremely, extremely, extremely important, chat. Extremely, extremely important. Fano and Shedeur, they are both going simultaneously together every single day. When Shedeur with the twos, Fano with the twos. When Shedeur with the ones, Fano is with who? The ones. Fano is a first-round pick. Fano's supposed to start this year. Chat, I just want to put you on to a little game, chat. I just want to put you on to a little game, chat. Hey, I just want to put you on to a little game, chat. Fano is right here playing left tackle, chat. He's been rotating with Shedeur. He's their first-round draft pick. All right? I just want to point that out for you, chat. All right? I'm going to always give you knowledge too, baby. All right? But, hey, Fano is right there. But, hey, offensive line. That's what we want. That's what we want. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But once again, chat, look at Fano. Him and Shedeur have been simultaneously every single day. They go with each other. I will show you if you want. I can prove it in other clips too. But just, hey, you don't have to read as much as I'm reading into it. But, hey, chat, let's make it make sense. Let's make it make sense. All right? Today, how did practice end today? Shedeur said, hey, Deshaun, you had a great day, my friend. But Shedeur, once again, hey, he put that ball on him today. And you can see this is from today. They're in shells. They're not in full pads today, chat. Not in full pads today once again. All right, let's get to it. Shedeur. They're in shells today. This is the last play of camp today. All right, Shedeur, how you end the day today? How you end the day today, Shedeur? Oh, my goodness. Hold on. This is a horrible clip. Holy, I can't see nothing. Larva Dando, good job. They ended with third down conversions. So basically, they didn't do goal line today. All right, I'm going to show y'all a better angle of this because this is horrible. Oh, my goodness. Holy. My bad, Chad. Hold on. I'm going to bring y'all the other angle of this. But Shedeur ended practice on a high note with a nice little pass to his guy, Larva Dan. Shedeur and Larva Dan been hooking up these last few practices, right? They've been hooking up these last few practices, right? But this is a horrible angle of this, chat. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry. All right, but if this is how practice ended today, hold on. Yeah, this is the only angle I got right now, chat. I'm sorry. All right, let's watch it again. Shedeur Sanders ended practice on the pass today, but we saw Deshaun Watson was cooking today. All right, now let's get into some Dillon Gabriel highlights for you. All right, hey, don't sleep, stay woke. Don't sleep, stay woke, man. Dillon, hey, he said, hey, what about me? Dillon said, hey, don't forget about me. We're gonna get back to some Shedeur highlights, y'all, but that's all we got right now. All right, that's how practice ended today. I just wanted to show y'all that QB tracker. Hold on, let me check the cellular device. The QB tracker. Is it here yet? Hold on. Let me look out for it, chat. Hold on. But Dillon Gabriel. Hey, that's a hell of a pass, young fella. I told y'all, no bias. Hey, we ain't being biased here, chat. We not, hey, no bias here, baby. All right? Dillon Gabriel. That's a nice pass, homeboy. Dillon Gabriel with a touchdown today during 7-on-7. So Deshaun Watson put up 2 touchdowns today during 7-on-7. Shedeur Sanders. I haven't seen a touchdown from him from 7-on-7 or from practice today. So Deshaun Watson, Dillon Gabriel, they got themselves on the board today. Chat, this is a quarterback competition. This is a quarterback battle. Some quarterback, hey, Deshaun Watson and Dillon Gabriel, they are NFL quarterbacks. They will have good days, chat. It'd be like that. They're going to have some good days, chat. And this is a nice little ball right here by Dillon Gabriel. All right, that's a nice little ball right there. Let's watch it again. Dillon, we see you. I ain't going to stay asleep, Dillon. All right? I'm going to tell Chat, hey, Chat, we got to pay attention to Dillon Gabriel. All right, let's watch it one last time before I get into his next highlight. All right, Dubs in the chat for Dillon Gabriel, man, because Dillon Gabriel said, hey, don't sleep on me. All right, he said, don't sleep on me. He said, don't sleep. All right, here's another Dillon Gabriel touchdown. Let's get into it. Dillon Gabriel. He said, don't sleep on me, baby. Dubs in the chat for Dillon Gabriel, man. Dubs in the chat for Dillon Gabriel. Because at the end of the day, y'all, hold on. Before we get, like, if we're having a real conversation, chat. at the end of the day, they all play for the goddamn Browns, bro. If Shedeur Sanders ends up starting and he gets hurt, we're going to need the backups, Deshaun Watson, Dillon Gabriel, to come in and keep us afloat. You know, knock on wood, whoever. We still going to need them to be legitimate and somewhat decent quarterbacks, right? But once again, it's a quarterback battle. We being unbiased here, man. I'm showing everybody highlights. All right, let's get it. Dillon Gabriel, another touchdown. Dillon Gabriel, 2 touchdowns today. Oh, that's a nice little ball. Oh, this is just another angle of it. Another angle of the same touchdown, chat. All right, another angle. My bad. That's on me. But that's a nice little ball right there, Dillon. That's a nice little ball right there. All right, we hey, Dillon. Hey, we ain't expecting a lot, my guy, but we expecting a little bit. All right, nothing too crazy from Dillon Gabriel today, though. All right, Dillon Gabriel, he did all right today, but I told y'all, who highlights did I show most of today? Who highlights did we dominate today, chat? Who was balling today, chat? That boy Deshaun Watson cooked today. That boy Deshaun Watson was cooking today, chat. Period. All right? That boy Deshaun Watson cooked. All right? So we got to give it up for him. We got to give it up for him. But real quick, I want to show this real quick before we get into more clips. That boy Jerry had some explaining to do today. Before we get into some more clips, chat, my bad. That boy Jerry has some explaining to do today, chat.
The internet, they do what they do, you know.
The internet do what we do? Yeah, we do.
Make it to something that it ain't. So.
Well, we try to make you out of something that it ain't. I've been in the league
for 7 years. At least 5 or 6 of the years, it's always been a quarterback competition. Within those years, I think I'm mature enough and wise enough to not answer questions like that. For everyone to believe that I would answer something like that on social media is kind of wild, but you got to understand this what we in and understand how everybody viewing the quarterback competition in this room. So every little thing is going to try to turn it into that, and you know, which I get, I understand, but like I said, I spoke on it. I said what I truly felt about the situation.
See, Jerry, we appreciate the response, but this is this standing like this, Jerry. You standing with your arm folded. That's a defense mechanism. If you know anything about body language and reading body language, Jerry, what you're protecting, my guy. I'm just saying.
And I'll leave it off from there. Word, though, Jerry. If anybody want to believe, that's what they want to believe. I know what's the real. I know what the truth is, and that all that matters.
What was that when you put up?
Jerry, we know you know what the truth is, Jerry, but I'm just saying. And meanwhile, can we get into one more Dillon Gabriel clip, please? All right? Dillon Gabriel. All right? That boy, hey, that boy Dillon. That boy Dillon was balling a little bit today. Can we get into another clip of Dillon Gabriel, please? Dillon, we see you, big dog. Hey, great pump fake. Great fake. All right, we're faking, right? We're faking the pup pass, right? Faking the pup pass, and then we hitting them on the goddamn skinny slant, the skinny post. I love it. Or the bang route. Or inside bang. Here we go. Dillon, we here for it. We here for it, Dillon. Now, Dillon, now that you're doing all that, guess who spoke today to the press conference? Because they said Dillon is part of this QB battle too. Dillon, what you got to say about the QB battle?
Disrespected. I don't take things personally. It's business. I'm focused on what I need to do to get better. And that's all I'm focused on. I'm present with that. Get better. Disrespected.
You don't feel disrespected, Dillon?
I don't take things personally. It's business.
What y'all think, Chad?
I'm focused on what I need to do to get better. And that's all I'm focused on. I'm present with that.
Chad, we believe in it. Dillon just focusing on getting better. Dillon doesn't feel disrespected, Chad. I'm just asking for a friend. All right. But Dillon, since you got the spotlight, man, let's get into some more. What Dillon had to say today during his press conference, chat. Hold on, we're going to get back to the clips in 2 seconds. Chat, we're going to get back to the clips in 2 seconds. All right? Dillon Gabriel, come down to the front of the congregation, please. Let's talk.
You said that you're earning more reps. So just wondering.
You're earning more reps, huh?
How do you feel about that? Getting some more reps.
This is a full clip.
More of a chance.
Yeah.
So this is a full clip, y'all. This is Dillon Gabriel. We're going to give him the spotlight. He talked to the press today, right? They say he's lying. He feels disrespected. Yeah, chat, I agree.
I think it's just depends if you're in 2 spot or 1 spot one day, but just mastering what I can and the reps I do get, and then continue to improve. That's always been what it's about.
Well, Dillon, Dillon, it's gonna be okay.
Just that mindset.
Okay,
how much
Dillon.
where did that mindset sort of come from? I mean, how much is it drawn from kind of your own college experiences, what you kind of went through at UCF and Oklahoma? How can you kind of maybe expand on that?
Yeah, I just always have done it. Maybe I verbalize it.
This is like watching paint dry, chat. Hey, chat, this is like watching paint dry. I'm not going to torture y'all. All right, let's get back to the clips, man. All right, let me get to one more Dillon Gabriel highlight, man. It's like watching paint dry, chat. I wasn't going to, y'all thought I was really going to do that to y'all, man. I'm sorry. We ain't finna watch this whole thing, man. I just wanted to show y'all the whole clip so that way people don't think, oh, you're not showing the whole clip. He didn't say he felt disrespected. Well, we know he said he didn't feel disrespected, but we know deep down how he really feel. All right, he's saying it's a business. All right, but Dillon, real quick, you gonna be you resilient out here, huh?
Yeah, I just say year 2. You know what to expect, and what I keep emphasizing what to put your time and energy into and not.
Yeah.
So in year 2, you're able to attack it different. Plus, you have a full off season, so kind of just being able to study the plays throughout the spring, and then even in the summer, I feel a lot more prepared.
That's a great thing, Dillon. You feel more prepared, but chat, we done with him. All right, Deshaun Watson balled today. All right, the QB tracker. Will it say the same thing? Will it say the same thing, chat? Because it's time to get to it, chat. The QB tracker for today, day 7, August 7th. Deshaun Watson, today, cooked. The QB tracker, not going to lie to you, looking a little suspect. 7 TDs. I didn't see, chat. I showed you a lot of Deshaun highlights today. I ain't seen no 7 TDs. But we ain't got to talk about all that, chat. I'm just saying. But Deshaun Watson, he did have a strong day today. Deshaun Watson really had a strong day today. Hey, it's about the O-line, they saying. It's about the signal caller, they saying. They saying, hey, Deshaun Watson, don't count him out. They saying Deshaun Watson, don't count him out. And yeah, hey, you see Dillon Gabriel. Yeah, we know Dillon Gabriel talking out of both sides of his mouth. We know that, chat. We kind of know that, chat. All right, that's why I told you it's like watching paint dry. We ain't we ain't gonna get to that whole thing, chat. It's like watching paint dry, baby. It is. All right, but Dillon, we wish you the best though. We showed some Dillon highlights today. We showed him some love. We did, chat. Right? We showed Dillon some love today, chat. Did we not? All right. I just showed him a couple press conferences, showed him answer questions. We showed him some love. But the QB tracker from today. All right. Today's August 5th, ain't it? How do we feel about it? Shedeur Sanders, 11 for 16. 2 tutties, right? 2 tutties, 1 interception. I showed you the interception. Deshaun Watson, 17 for 20. 7 TDs and 0 interception. Chat, we ain't seen nobody with goddamn 7 TDs thus far. Who they fooling? 7 TDs, chat. And now they gonna say, oh, it's not about Shedeur Sanders. It's not about the quarterback battle. It's about Todd Monken, right? It's about the offensive line. It's about what they're doing. Nah. This is about the quarterback battle. But chat, we know this. Shedeur Sanders light day on the arm today. Shedeur Sanders, Tamar back with the ones. So we're going to see what the numbers looking like. But Deshaun Watson, hey, we're going to show you some love for bouncing back. But it's been about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's been some days, chat. Hey, chat, it's been some days. Deshaun, we still gonna show you some love. But Deshaun, they ain't starting you, but big dog. But he did go beast mode today, if these stats are true. He did have a lot of TDs. He did have a lot of TDs in the red zone, but 7 TDs is definitely capped, y'all. Hey, they said, some people that said, hold on. Shedeur, hold on. We gotta rig it somehow. We gotta rig it somehow. But I did show y'all a lot of clips though. All right, I did show y'all a lot of Deshaun Watson clips. All right, I did. All right, we're going to get right back to the QB track, but here's another play from Shedeur Sanders today. All right, reading from right to left, scanning the field. I love it, keeping your eyes downfield. And that's the thing, Shedeur, the silent assassin, the consistent assassin. All we need is for him to continue to stack days, man. Throwing an interception off a tip pass. Throwing an interception off of Jerry Jeudy hands because he can't, sometimes catch. Like, chat. QB tracker from today. I'm not going to lie, chat. This QB tracker from today might be AI. Hey, chat, the QB tracker from today might just be AI. I'm not going to lie. I got to say it. I'm sorry. The QB tracker from today, chat, might be AI, chat. All right. Not going to lie to you. But no pads. They were missing fast starters. Sanders, the ones with pads, Sanders dominated. Today, Deshaun Watson, he dominated without pads. Yes, chat, you're right. But he still had a good day, nonetheless. All right, so we can't really say too much about that. He still had a good day. They do think Cleveland Brown fans are stupid trying to rig the numbers on Deshaun Watson. Like, bro, how you get 7 TDs? Ain't no quarterback had over 3 thus far. And all of a sudden, Deshaun gets 7? Dog. We know he had a good day, but chat, who they try to fool, chat? We know he had a good day, chat, but come on now. Come on, chat. Do we believe it? I'm asking, chat. Do we believe Deshaun Watson had 7 TDs today? I'm just asking. But yes, they did not have pads on today. All right, they did not have pads on. Once again, chat, I said that. Right? We pointed it out. They did not have no pads on today, y'all. But I love this from Shedeur Sanders nonetheless. Reading it from right to left. You see his eyes. Reading it right, reading it left. You see him. That's what you want from your young quarterback. That's what we want. This is the kind of progression we want to see from Shedeur Sanders. And who's he playing? That boy Wallace. Great grab, boy. Great grab. Reading it from right to left. Scanning. It's a light day for Shedeur. It's a light day for Shedeur today. They're not even in full pads. Look, there's no kind of rush. Deshaun Watson today, the footsteps slowed down. The footsteps slowed down. All right? And real quick, chat, can y'all please hit the like button, chat, please. Chat, I'm not going to show no more clips until y'all hit that like button. All right, we got over 300 people watching in here. Chat, please. We're going to continue to just stare at this goddamn QB track, and I'm going to hold the clips for myself. All right, hit that like button for me, chat. Please hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. All right, if I'm not your cup of tea, then that's okay. But if I am, hit that like button for me, please, chat. Hit that like button. But for real, if we talk about this QB tracker, hey, I'm just saying, I don't know, chat. It got to be AI, baby. It got to be AI. Yeah. Cleveland media, they definitely own it. But yes, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all liking the podcast. And thank you. Hit that like button for me, please. I appreciate y'all in advance. All right. But Shedeur Sanders today. All right. Nice light day in the office. You understand? Nice light day in the office. All right. They try to pad the stats so bad because they like, everybody's paying attention to the QB tracker. Everybody's paying attention to the QB tracker. So you know what we're going to do today? You know what we're going to do? We're going to give Deshaun Watson 7 touchdowns. How about that? 7? 7 of them, though? Hey, chat. I'm sorry, chat, but 7 of them, though. I mean, hey, chat, Deshaun was cooking today. Deshaun was cooking today, chat. He was cooking. We gonna give it to Deshaun. He was cooking today. That's a hell of a ball, hell of a pass. Great catch by Denzel Boston. All right. But I ain't gonna lie, chat. Who they think they fooling with this QB tracker today? I ain't gonna lie, chat. They must thought we was born yesterday, born under a rock, but they playing with us in the front of our faces, chat. They saw, they hear the murmurs. They hear the murmurs. People saying, oh, Shedeur, hey, he might just be leading the pack. But the preseason game will prove and will show all, chat. The preseason game, that first preseason game, that's when we're going to really see what's popping. Because you can't hide, you can't run. Because the light's going to be on. You can't hide, you can't run. And here, I'll show this play. This is not really a highlight, but this is the first time the Browns ran a trick play, and Shedeur Sanders, they ran it to perfection. SO to Shedeur for this play. All right. Getting the offensive line in the right position. Getting everybody set. SO to Shedeur. We can't really complain and say too much about it. But this is a hell of a, hey, I love it. Hey, I love it. Look at the start of the play. All right, hey, come on over here. Y'all know what we running. Let's go. Good operation. Clean operation. Can we drop a bomb for Shedeur Sanders today? Can we drop a bomb for it? All right. This is a light day for us today, chat. Light day. Light day for us. We're not even in full pads. Hey, Deshaun, you can have a good day. We not in full pads, Deshaun. Deshaun, it's okay, right? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. 7 TDs, though, chat. This is going to be the conversation of the day today, chat. 7 of them. Hey, but Mary Kay might just be right, chat. Hey, y'all remember what Mary Kay said? Because Deshaun Watson, since he had 7 touchdowns today, hey, chat, hey, we got to go back to what Mary Kay said. Mary Kay said, hey, how Deshaun Watson emerged from voluntary minicamp with an edge over Shedeur Sanders, sources say. He has an inside track to be named QB1. In April? Mary Kay. With your breaking news, Deshaun Watson has taken the lead over Shedeur Sanders and the Browns in the quarterback competition, and he has an inside track to win it. I think they should declare him QB1 ASAP and let him in the first team cook. There's no time to waste. Hey, y'all remember when Mary Kay said that? I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend real quick. Real quick, because we're going to bring this all around. We're going to bring it all the way back real quick, chat. But I hate to bring up old stuff. I hate to. I ain't trying to, but remember when Mary Kay said this, right? All right? We know who Cleveland media rock with, and we know who they don't. We know who they rock with, and we know who they don't. Because who's the most consistent? Who's the most consistent right now, chat? Dillon Gabriel, right?
He looks really good. He's been the most consistent
Mary
quarterback.
Kay, you gotta pick
a
a side of
everything really well. Maybe not one thing extraordinarily, but he does everything really well. He's very efficient. And as Todd Monken noted the other day, he really is good at the line of scrimmage. And that's so vitally important to Todd. He looks really good. He's been the most consistent quarterback of
Mary Kay. I think you got to pick a side, my guy, or my woman. My bad. I'm no disrespect, Mary Kay. But Mary Kay, you got to pick a side, okay? You jump roping a little too much for my liking. All right, Mary Kay. First you're saying Deshaun. Then you're saying Dillon. All right, we know he's a supercomputer. We get it. But Mary Kay, you jump roping a little too much, miss. Pick a side of the aisle. Stand there. Stand on it. All right? That's all I want. That's all I'm saying. All right? Chat, do y'all agree? Or am I tripping? I'm just saying. Because Mary Kay, I just want you to pick a side. That's it. That's all. All right, but let's move on. All right, I digress. All right, I digress. But chat, real quick, it's some things we got to talk about, some things we got to get into. Because people are starting to sing a different tune, chat. People are starting to sing a different tune. Mary Kay, she don't want to pick a side yet. One day it's Dillon, one day it's Deshaun. We just know anybody but Shedeur. Right, chat? We just know it's anybody but Shedeur. Right? But, hey, we might have some people coming to join the bandwagon.
Shedeur started the final 7 games last year for Cleveland, and their offensive line was putrid. It was ranked 31st. He had more touchdown passes in that stretch than Josh Allen.
Whoa.
You heard right. He had as many total touchdowns behind that putrid O-line as Darnold, Herbert, and Jordan Love.
Let's run a clip back. Did you hear what he said, chat? And we hearing Shedeur Sanders is the worst statistical quarterback of all time. Shedeur Sanders has the worst EPA of all time. Shedeur Sanders is this. Shedeur Sanders is that. But Colin, what you say? For the people in the back.
Started the final 7 games last year for Cleveland.
Yeah, he started the final 7 games last year in Cleveland. Okay, then what, Colin?
And their offensive line was putrid. It was ranked 31st.
They was ranked 31st.
He had more touchdown passes in that stretch than Josh Allen. You heard right. He had as many total touchdowns behind that putrid O-line as Darnold, Herbert, and Jordan Love.
Interesting, but ain't nobody really be wanting to talk about that. Hey, Colin, you can jump on the bandwagon, man. The aunties might let you in. All right, we appreciate you being unbiased. All right, we appreciate you being unbiased, right? But then we have guys like this. We have guys like this who still want to spread the propaganda and play with the other side.
Before Josh Rosen had 1 year in Arizona, and they ran him out of there, and they drafted another quarterback in the first round. Right? Kyler Murray went first overall after having Rosen. Why would you do that? They didn't even give him another chance. They had 1 season. So it happens with people. And my thing with Shedeur is I don't know what you were watching. I mean, he was bad last year. I don't know how anybody I don't think they're picking on him.
He was bad last year, but he had, in a 7-game stretch, he had more touchdowns than Josh Allen. Oh, more propaganda, I see, huh?
It was bad. He didn't play well enough. It was like the worst, right, Rob G? What was it? The worst starting quarterback numbers historically. You can't blame everything on because you're not having success the same way that if he played well, you wouldn't be going, well, but he didn't have any receivers. Oh, he didn't have an offense. No, you would be like, look.
I mean, his receivers did have the most drops last year. His offensive line was ranked 31st in the NFL. He was playing with straight backups towards the end of the season, if we're being honest. Everybody on the offensive line was traded. Nobody on the offensive line that started last year is back on the team this year. Last year, they also didn't have any wide receivers. Harold Fannin ended up being out the last 2-3 games of the season. Quishon Junkins ended up having a goddamn fracture in his my bad, y'all. But having a fracture. What kind of fracture did he have? Somebody help me out. But Quishon Junkins was gone the last few games of the season. So he beat Pittsburgh Steelers, had more touchdowns than Josh Allen, and beat a healthy Bengals team, right? But we don't remember all that. We just cared that he had the worst EPA statistical ever in the history of the league. All right, but what is EPA?
Look at him excel, right, in the circumstance or situation he's in. All I'm saying is...
What you saying?
He has not played well. I know a lot of people, they love his dad. And if he was George Smith playing quarterback with those numbers, you just wouldn't be... You talk about it's personal or whatever. No, George Smith would be getting kicked.
No, dog. It is personal. But we're going to turn this bum off because I just killed this statement in about 2.3 seconds, chat. All right, we're going to turn the bum off for a second. But I just want to show y'all, chat. And I showed that for two reasons. I showed you Colin Cowherd and what he said, right? And then I showed you what he said, the Uncle Tom, right? If we're being honest, if we're having a conversation, if we're really talking about it, right? If we're really having a conversation about it, chat, dog, cut it out. Cut it out. Shedeur Sanders did enough last year. Shedeur Sanders did enough last year. Shedeur Sanders balled last year. Come on now. Come on, man. He balled with what he had last year. Yes, it wasn't perfect. Yes, he threw interceptions. Yes, he was playing behind a terrible offensive line. But for what he had, he still won the most games out of all the quarterbacks that played last year. He still had a nice little highlight reel that I saw for myself that showed some flashes of a great young quarterback with some potential if you build around him. But the propaganda, chat, remember, we got to do this. We're not listening to it. We're not hearing it. All right, let's get to some more highlights from practice today. But I just want to show y'all that, chat, just to remind you. Just to remind you, right? Just to remind you. At the end of the day, with everybody, all the propaganda we do in this chat, we only care about what you do in them full pads come on, and we only care about what you do during these preseason games. We got 3 of them, and we got a joint practice. All this other stuff, it don't matter. What you doing today, now, period, point blank. But today, to sum up practice, Daniel Faucier, you know we always going to show somebody that was there. My source, potentially. All right? Day 7 of the Browns training camp is over. Deshaun Watson had his best day so far. He had his best day so far when they were not in pads. Shedeur Sanders dang the rest of the arm. You feel me? I'm just setting the stage for you, chat. But he had his best day today. And excelled in the red zone and was comfortable driving the ball outside of the 22. So Deshaun Watson, once again, welcome to the goddamn party. It's only been about 6-7 days, but I digress. I digress, chat. But Deshaun, welcome to the party, baby. All right? That's all I'm saying. Welcome to the party, Deshaun. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Right, chat? Hey, we'll appreciate Deshaun coming along to the party. Period. Period. But regardless, though, we ain't listening to the hoopla. Hey, the Mount Rushmore, though. We got to show it, chat. The Mount Rushmore. Haters. We know who you are. You cannot hide anymore. You cannot hide. Come outside. Chat, whenever they talking, whenever these 4 people talk, you know what we gonna do? We don't care. You're spreading propaganda. You're spreading fake news. These are the old heads of Cleveland media right here. Whenever we see them, chat, hey, we just like this, baby. We just like that, chat. We just like that, chat. Whenever you see these faces, chat, you know what's up. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right? Because we only care about what who says, chat. We only care about what Todd Monken says, Andrew Berry says, Jimmy Haslam says, and the decision makers say. But y'all, anybody but Shedeur crew, the anybody but Shedeur crew. The anybody but Shedeur crew. Okay? We going silent on them. We going silent on them, chat, because we don't care. Can we drop a bomb for this goddamn graphic? Can we drop a bomb for the graphic, please? the Mount Rushmore, the ones leading the way, the heads of the propaganda being spread, the Stefanski lovers. Hey. You said what was the stats today? All right, real quick, just looking back at the stats. All right. Hold on, we're going to get back into the stats, but I just wanted to show you this graphic, man, because, hey, when they talk chat, once again, we don't care. The only person we care about is what this man says about Shedeur Sanders.
He is really smart. And
he is.
one thing that I love about Shedeur is he is not afraid to ask any question.
Yes, sir.
Does not matter. He'll ask questions that I would have never asked for fear that I would look stupid or that someone would make fun of me. In his mind, if he doesn't know for sure, he's going to ask. And he's beyond worrying about what anybody else thinks. And that is really cool because he's going to engage in the meetings to get it right. And that's what you want. He is.
So, chat, remember, we only listen to them. For these folks right here, just a reminder, chat. Just a reminder. Yeah, I know we forgot Tony Grossi. All right, we're going to get Tony. Hey, we're going to put Grossi on there too. Okay. But that is Tony Grossi, if we being honest. We're going to build out the Mount Rushmore. All right, we're going to add a few more people to it. Okay, chat? We're going to add a few more people to it, okay? We will. But when they talk, chat, from here on out, we don't care. We don't. Looking back at the stats for today, if you were not privy to what happened today, all right, looking back at the stats today, I'm about to show you when we about to get into the QB track over the last few days. All right. But if we're looking at it, who had a good day today? Deshaun Watson. But the 7 touchdowns, man, gotta be AI. Gotta be AI, chat. Who they fooling? Who they fooling, man? Gotta be AI. But the QB competition is heating up, chat. The QB competition is heating up. Because Deshaun Watson today had himself a day. But if we're looking at the last few days, if we're looking at day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, Deshaun Watson took you 6 days to come along to the party? Okay, well, welcome. But we'll see what's going to happen when them full pads come on, my guy. We got 2 more days of training camp, y'all. Today's day 7. The stats from today, Shedeur Sanders, 11 for 16. 2 tutties, 1 interception. We saw it. I'm not going to run it back. All right? Deshaun Watson, 17 for 20, 7 TDs. 7 TDs, y'all. I'm just saying, it might be real or it might be AI. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore, chat. I don't. Dillon Gabriel took advantage of his reps. 4 for 6, 2 tutties. We saw one of his tutties earlier. So, hey, not a bad day, folks. Not a bad day. But if we being honest, Deshaun Watson is closing the gap, but Shedeur Sanders is still leading. If we're being honest, Deshaun Watson, did he close the gap in one day? Hell no. This is what the real QB tracker should say. Deshaun closing the gap, but Shedeur still leading. No. He's not closing the gap because the gap about this wide right now. Yeah, you close it a little bit, my guy, but you still got a long way to go because we stacked 6-7 days, and we still had a solid day today, baby. Still had a solid day today. So don't sleep on our stats. Don't sleep on what we did today. Right, chat? But this is a QB tracker from the day. Mary Kay, can you go coming back to the front of the congregation, please?
Because of the Shedeur Sanders phenomenon. I've really never seen anything like it from a media standpoint. I've seen other very popular quarterbacks. I mean, you know very well, Chris, we had Johnny Manziel here, and that was quite the circus. So I've been around those kinds of situations before, but just from an overall media standpoint, I think Shedeur tops all of those because there's so much more social media now because of the
But Mary, you know something? Mary, from here on out, we appreciate your takes, but we don't care. We don't care. We appreciate your takes, Mary, but we don't care. We know anybody but Shedeur band club, the fan club that you're running over there, we know which side. Just stay over there. Okay, it's okay, Mary. You don't have to say no more. Okay? You don't have to say anymore. But Deshaun Watson had himself a day today. Deshaun Watson had himself a day. But regardless, chat, anytime they talking, we're not hearing it. We're not hearing it. The gap got smaller today by a little bit, chat, but we still light years ahead. SO to Shedeur Sanders, always showing love to everybody. All right? SO to Shedeur Sanders, always showing love to everybody. Even my she's saying it's a phenomenon. She's saying it's a circus. Hey, guess what? Well, hey, you better bring your goddamn your red noses. You better bring your balloons. Bring them out. Come on, man. Sean, you had a great day today. But we had 6 or 7 great days, my guy. Welcome to the party. Hold the wrist up, chat. Hold the wrist up, chat. Because once again, Deshaun, they say you might be closing the gap after today. They say you might be closing the gap after today. But my guy, cut it out. Cut it out. All right, cut it out. Regardless, though, chat, the best pass today from Shedeur, in my opinion, was this one. All right, best pass of the day from Shedeur today, in my humble opinion. All right? In my humble opinion, you know, in the circus, for us circus goers, right? For us who love the circus, right? Hey, our QB1 still balling. But Deshaun, welcome to the party. It's just about 7-6 days later. But we appreciate you, my guy. We appreciate you coming, Deshaun. It's about time. We knew you wasn't going to let us get away just like that. We appreciate it, Deshaun. We do. We really do. About time you came to the party. About time you came to the party. All right, let's see it one more time, though. One of the last passes of camp. Good ball. Good ball. He could have potentially led him a little bit more, but he wanted to make sure he got it. Hey, we'll take it. All right, this is a light day for us, though, chat. This is a light day for us, though, chat. And on our light days, chat, they still trying to spread the propaganda. On our light days, they still trying to say, Deshaun, he had a great day, right? And he threw 7 interceptions. Oh, my gosh. Wow. He did so awesome today. 7 interceptions. Come on, man. Cut it out. Cut it out. 7 interceptions, y'all. 7 interceptions. 7 of them. Let me get I'm going to pull up my other graphic, chat. Give me 2 seconds. All right. But anyway, real quick. All right. Real quick, chat. The only person we care about talking is who? And then, like I said, we're going to still show love to Jerry Jeudy. Deshaun Watson balled today. All right, Deshaun, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. You're only about 6 or 7 days late. You decided to show up and you got out of full pads. But we don't. Now all of a sudden Jerry can catch. Now all of a sudden, Jerry can catch, y'all. Come on. Monken definitely looking at the QB tracker laughing. Like, hold on, I ain't seen no 7 TDs. But hey, we take it. Hey, we'll take it. Ooh. My bad, chat. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Jesus Christ. All right. But anyway, chat. Deshaun Watson had a great day today. Shedeur Sanders. It's a light day for us, baby. A light day. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll take a light day any day. But Deshaun Watson, we appreciate you joining us. We appreciate you joining us. We appreciate you joining us. Right, chat? And Jerry can catch. I guess it's just selective for who you catch it for. I guess Jerry just a little selective, chat. That's all. Jerry's just a little selective sometimes. But that's okay. All right? So real quick, if we're taking a look at the QB tracker from each day, y'all, I'm about to pull it up. All right, bear with me. I'm doing my best right now to make sure I get this all on the same screen for us. All right? Let's pull it up. Let's talk about it. Hold on. That won't fit. All right. Hold on, chat. Bear with me for 2 more seconds as I get this together for us. All right. Let's go. All right, QB tracker. From all the days, Deshaun, it's okay that you had a good day today. We bigged you up early. We showed a lot of your clips. We appreciate you coming along to the party. All we need is from I got 2 is a stack days, y'all. That's it. That's all. Shedeur Sanders is continuing to stack days, chat. That's what matters. We can care less about the other stuff. As long as he stacks days, the rest will fall into place. But I'm telling y'all, dog, what they say in the propaganda and this and that, we don't care no more. You can convince yourself, but you ain't convincing us. You can convince yourself, but you ain't convincing us. Right, chat? So if we're taking a look at it, taking a look at the QB tracker from each day, all right? Going all the way back to the first day. Today, now we're 7 days in. 7 days in. Who's been the most consistent? Who's showing up every single day? Yes, today we only went 11 for 16. We only went 11 for 16. We threw an interception today. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. It happens. Every day won't be the best day in the world. But what we not going to do is let y'all convince us. Let y'all convince us that Shedeur is not really out here really dominating this competition and not really out here balling. Cut it out. Cut it out. Come on, man. Come on, man. We only here for the real. We don't care what anybody got to say no more. We don't care. If you ain't talking facts, we don't want to hear from you. We don't want to hear from you. But we going to hear from these clowns because you know that what they got to say.
Big part of training camp for Shedeur here in year 2 is show the coaching staff you can avoid big negatives. Because if you can turn sacks and interceptions into just incompletions, into just throwaways, then it's 2nd and 10 instead of 2nd and 17. Or it's 2nd and 10 instead of 1st and 10 for the other guys, you know? And so if Shedeur can slice off the bottom the really bad negative plays, there's enough good there that he should be able to play and he should be able to start and you can see him continue to develop. But it's the worst 10% of Shedeur's plays right now that are preventing him from being able to really hold on to this job.
Do we judge too harshly, though, a quarterback that got 7 games last year and the worst offensive line in the league and a wide receiving group? I mean, there's a reason why they took 2 in the first 2 rounds. Jerry Jeudy was nothing last year, drops everywhere. It really was just Harold Fannin and a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was Harold Fannin last year and a bunch of guys. Who did we throw to last year? Why do you think they drafted Casey Concepcion? And then right after they drafted Casey Concepcion in the first round, they went ahead and drafted Denzel Boston. Is that because we had so many wide receivers? Is that because we had the best wide receivers on the Cleveland Browns in the world? No. That's because last year we had nobody. And y'all continue to judge us off of that? When y'all knew what? Come on, man. Like I said, chat. Come on, man.
We absolutely do. But also, it was a historic level of interception plus sack rate, right? For like quarterbacks of the last 25 years, I want to say it was like, 700 seasons. And like Shedeur's at like, 690th in terms of interception plus sack rate. Like I have the number somewhere in my computer. But
hey, chat, remember who we working for, chat? Did we look at somebody else who worked for ESPN just a little bit ago? And make sure, chat, also do me this one favor. Make sure if you're just now tuning in, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of this content, because I promise you I got on the pull-up. But, chat, remember who we work for. Remember who we work for. All right, we going to add him to the Mount Rushmore. We might have to put his face somewhere in here too, chat. We might have to add his face somewhere in there too, chat. All right, we might have to do it. But let's get back to it.
We both judge it too harshly because we're a quarterback-focused, quarterback-obsessed media and community, and we want everything to be filtered through that one player, that we lose vision on how bad the line was, how bad the receivers were. But also, we do have objective data for like decades, and like this was a really rough season in terms of negatives. Now, because he was such a...
So, you see, you can't talk out of two sides of your mouth, my guy. You say, oh, he did have a bad offensive line, one of the worst ones. Oh, he didn't have any wide receivers, one of the worst group of wide receivers. But then you turn around and say that, but he still had the worst EPA. Dog, you're talking out of two sides of your mouth. Stick to one side, stick to one script, and please talk. Hey, just stay there, please. What are your eyes telling you, chat? What are we seeing during practice? The Mount Rushmore, yes, it is running out of space, chat. It is running out of space. No pads today, chat. Today, there was no pads during practice because it was a lot of injuries today. All right. We had two starting centers out today from practice. Schlesinger still not practicing right now. It's some injuries, chat. So, yes, today we went light. It was shells, only shoulder pads and shorts. That's it. Today was a light practice for everybody today, chat. All right? But the thing that we can't have is these people continuing to talk this nonsense. But we know who they work for. So we're going to have to add them to the Mount
Small sample, right? He didn't have a ton of games. If you slice off, one interception and 3 sacks, he goes from like, oh, historically bad to like, okay, this was a problem, but you're no longer like the absolute bottom of the chart, right? That's the small sample issue. And so that's why you want to see the kid play more. You want to see him eliminate those negatives.
Yeah. Big part. We want to see him eliminate the negatives, but we also want to see y'all be unbiased. We're gonna bring your face up on here, my guy. Hey, chat, use this graphic. We gotta add Tony Grossi. We gotta add some more people, chat. We gotta add a few people, chat. I'm just saying. All right, we gotta add some people to the graphic, chat. Chat, let me know who we gotta add. Who we adding? Asking for a friend. Who we adding? Yes, but y'all see what I'm saying though? Y'all see how he was talking out of both sides of his mouth? Because he said, oh, it was a bad team. Oh, it was a bad offensive line. Oh, he had no wide receivers. He had no weapons, right? But the bad stats, the bad teams, and no weapons, all that created his bad stats. It's the end of the season. Everybody's injured. Harold Fannin was gone. Quinshon Judkins was gone. Who did he have to work with? Why do we draft 2 wide receivers in the first round if all wide receivers are so great? Or a wide receiver in the first round and a wide receiver in the second round, because Denzel Boston wasn't drafted in the second round. Well, he was drafted in the second round, but you get my point. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. Come on. And we know what the narrative is going to say. When Shedeur wins this job, y'all, we know what they're going to say, right? We know what they're going to say, right?
I can already see the narrative emerging.
We can hear the narrative
that if Shedeur is adequate and Deshaun Watson fumbles this job, there are going to be people, Lima, there are going to be people who just say, well, did Shedeur really win the job or did Deshaun lose it? So I'm glad to see Deshaun's actually playing well today.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be at least now we have a fight. You know, it really kind of felt like after yesterday, Shedeur was just going to continue to run away with this. And then by next week, it wouldn't be hey, this is a quarterback competition. It's going to be a countdown to getting Shedeur ready for week 1. If Deshaun puts together some of these days, it can all flip on a dime. I don't think it will. I think this is a good day for Deshaun, but it can change awfully quickly. The one thing people kept saying out of the past couple practices, Nick, is the idea that he's making the right decisions. And I argued that with Coach Riz, for instance, but like he said, he's making the right decisions. He's just late on actually getting the ball there, and it's taking him too long. Well, processing can get sped up. You can't work on that. I just don't know that you can work on that overnight and all of a sudden see the dividends.
But we can already see the narrative, right? Did Shedeur Sanders actually earn the job, or did Deshaun Watson fumble the job? Well, if we being honest, we earning the job every single day. We earning the job every single day. We've been the most consistent. We're earning the job every single day. And out of all days, Shedeur Sanders, up to this point, he was the only one who had a 4-touchdown day or more. Now, all of a sudden, today, Deshaun Watson has a great day. He's back in the quarterback competition. Yes. But you throw 7 touchdowns? 7 TDs. Chat, we see this, right? 7 TDs. No quarterback has thrown over 4 thus far. And all of a sudden, he gets 7? Hey, Deshaun, I guess you had that kind of day. Keep cooking. But the goalposts going to continue to move, chat. That's what we got to understand. They're going to continue to always move the goalposts. Because Shedeur Sanders, he didn't earn the job. No, Deshaun just fumbled the job. Nope, he didn't earn it. Nope, Deshaun just is that bad. He didn't, Shedeur, he basically got the job handed to him. What? How many times are going to move the goalposts? The goalposts are going to damn near be all the way in another country, in China or somewhere. How many times are we going to continue to move the goalposts? You ain't lying. You ain't lying. They're going to keep on moving it. But that's the thing, chat. They can continue to move the goalposts. We don't care. They can continue to hate. We don't care. What's going to happen when that first preseason game gets here? What's going to happen when the bullets are really flying and you really got to make, decisions on the fly like that? What's going to happen? Shedeur has the momentum right now. Shedeur, he's stacking the days. Deshaun Watson looked good today. He did. Come on, man. But cut it out. Cut it out. What do the stats say? Men lie, women lie. What don't lie, chat? Men lie, women lie, but what don't lie, chat? 7 TDs, though, chat. Ain't nobody had 7 TDs. But all of a sudden today, Deshaun Watson, 17 for 20, 7 TDs. I'm not saying Deshaun Watson, chat. We saw a lot of Deshaun Watson highlights today. All right, I showed you a ton of them at the beginning of the show. If you ain't seen them, you can go rewind this thing back. All right? I showed you a lot of highlights today, chat. But, dog, cut it out. 7 TDs? Is this AI? Or we're making sure, Deshaun, anybody but Shedeur. Anybody but Shedeur. Hey, we shall see. We shall see. Chad, I really, honestly, I actually, nah, we ain't going to show them. Nope, we ain't going to do it. Hey, Tony Grossi, let's see him. Let's see what Grossi has to say today. Grossi, what you got to say today?
Hey, everybody, it's Tony Grossi back with you from Browns training camp. We're up to day 7. Of course, we're presented by Maloney.
Hold on, chat. Remember, I'm just showing this for fun. All right, we know what side he playing on. All right, chat, remember, we just showing this for fun, for play. All right? Somebody said he must have been with the 3rd string. Nah, Deshaun, they say he was cooking with the ones today. All right, but chat, remember, we know what side he playing on. All right, so before I show this, just remember what side of the team he's playing on. All right?
And Navadi. Prior to practice today, Todd Monken confirmed that in all likelihood, he will give each of the two starting quarterback competitors a start in the preseason before he makes a decision on which is the winner. Whether it's Chicago or the Buffalo game, we don't know the order, but it looks like this quarterback competition is going to go at least into the through the second game. How does that affect the Buffalo joint practice? Prior to that second game, well, Coach Monken said that whoever's day it is to be the number one quarterback on that practice day will take that on the game. Touchdowns and Brett's back day for Deshaun Watson today. He had all the numbers and 7 touchdowns and red zone drills.
So you the one who said he had 7 touchdowns. This makes sense now, Chad. Chad, it all makes sense. Tony Grossi looked at his pad. He said he had 7 touchdowns. So, hey, Chad. Hey, Chad, we know who it came from, Chad. Hey, Chad, we know who it came from. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, Chad, we know who it came from. All right? Remember what team he playing on. We actually made him look younger than he did. Younger than he is, so we actually played him. But remember what side of the team he playing on. All right? Let's get back to it.
Those were from the 10-yard line. They've had all the numbers and 7 touchdowns and red zone drills. Those were from the 10-yard line, the 5-yard line, and all the way up to the 2-yard line. He had a lot of more accurate passes today and had a lot of completions as a result.
But he probably ain't even got nothing on that notepad. He probably just, that's why he's looking at it, turning it over. You don't got nothing on that notepad, boy.
Casey Concepcion was back on the field today and had a couple really good catches to help out the quarterbacks. Injuries continue to mount, though. Browns were without their top 2 centers, Elton Jenkins and Parker's Brailsford, that gave a lot of reps to Luke Whippler, who probably...
All right, but anyway, chat. We see who the 7 touchdowns came from. That's all I want to show. Hey, we see, chat. All right, we see where the 7 touchdowns came from, chat. That's all I'm saying. All right, we see we see where the 7 touchdowns came today, chat. All right. Notepad. I've never seen a pen. Hey, I told y'all, chat. Hey, boy, look down at that notepad like he really had some on it. Hey, Grossi, you ain't playing us, dog. Hey, who he playing with, chat? Chat, who is he fooling, chat? I'm asking for a friend. Who is he fooling? All right, cut it out. Cut it out. Oh, but I digress, chat. I digress, man. I'm just saying, but dog, who is he fooling, chat? All right. Oh my goodness. But SO to Deshaun Watson, because Deshaun Watson had a day today. All right, Deshaun Watson had a day today. All right, but nonetheless, chat, all I want y'all to remember, all right, at the end of the day, it's going to always come back to this. He said, if you had 10 yards or in, I guess you would make 7 TDs. Let me see Deshaun Watson throw 7 TDs. Hey, I told y'all, chat. Hey, all right, so y'all want to see all the Deshaun Watson clips today. All right, let's count how many touchdowns he had today. All right, I will pull it up. All right, let me go ahead and pull it up. My bad. Let's go ahead and pull it up. All right, because Deshaun Watson, like I told y'all, that boy was cooking today. That boy was cooking. Let's go ahead and get to it. All right. Deshaun Watson. We seeing it. Them boys in shorts. Practicing with the first team today. Hey. Deshaun, putting it on him. Deshaun had a good day today, chat. But did they count that as a touchdown when he's right there? See, that's what they did, chat. They counted this as a touchdown, chat. That's 1 touchdown. We see what they talk about, chat. That's 1 touchdown, huh, chat? Are we giving it to him? This a touchdown? Asking for a friend, chat. Are we giving this to him? Are we giving it to him? This a touchdown? No. Del Pitt right there would have made the tackle. But I guarantee you, Since Shedeur been cooking a little too much. They said they needed Deshaun to come back and have a good day today. They needed it. They was praying for it, hoping for it. But Deshaun, this is good though. This is good for Deshaun. This is what we want. Second touchdown from Deshaun today, supposedly. Second touchdown from Deshaun, chat. Hey, that's probably his best throw so far during camp, chat. That's damn near one of his best throws thus far during camp, chat. Not gonna lie to you. All right? One of his best throws thus far during camp. Yeah. Denzel Boston, once again, out here balling and cooking and showing them boys why he was drafted where he was. Even though Denzel Boston showing damn near why he probably should have been drafted first round. Not going to lie to you. Not going to lie to you. It is cool, but the spin afterwards is wicked, chat. It's definitely cool for him to have a good day. But the narratives that they spin in chat it's definitely who said it was wicked? Who said that real quick in the chat? Who said that? Kens, you blowing up the chat today. That's on the Kens Z. All right, Kens MW. Hey, you right. The narratives that they spinning is kind of wicked. The narratives that they spinning right now is a little wicked, my guy. I totally agree. All right? I totally agree. Oh, yeah, we showed this already. They probably counted that as a touchdown. But I'm showing y'all all the throws because I'm trying to see, chat, I'm trying to count how many touchdowns he really had today. All right, that's what we doing. All right, I'm trying to really count to see if I see 7 touchdowns. And I'm not seeing 7 touchdowns, chat. Like, I'm looking at all my clips that I had sent to me today. And I'm not seeing 7 touchdowns. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm just saying. All right. Let me show you another 7-on-7 touchdown real quick from Deshaun today. But chat, where the hell did we get these 7 touchdowns? Because I just showed y'all maybe 2, right? I'm about to show you one more that was definitely a touchdown. But other than this, chat, where those 7 touchdowns at? Here go another touchdown. Like I told you, I showed this earlier. Deshaun Watson, easy money, right? Boom, hit him, put it right on money. But chat, that's only 3 tutties. That's only 3 tutties. Hey, that's a hell of a throw. Hell of a throw. Hell of a throw. Threaded the needle. Deshaun Watson, it's okay. We appreciate you having a good day today. We appreciate that. But once again, chat, it goes down and it comes down to this. Who's been the most consistent? Who's been the most consistent? Did y'all see anybody blocking? Ain't nobody blocking because they in shells today. We gonna see when the full pads come back on. When the full pads come back on. Oh, my bad, y'all. Let me show y'all the full graphic. When the full pads come back on, we gonna see what they got to say about Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson. We gonna see who has a better day. Today, Shedeur Sanders. Once again, if we're looking at today. So yesterday is right here. Today's right here. I'll take both days, but 7 TDs, chat. 7 TDs? Come on, bruh. 7? 7? Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Yeah, the Jerry Jeudy one was not a TD, but that's the thing. Deshaun Watson have one good day. Hey, they say, oh my goodness. But man, hey, Monken ain't paying no attention to Grossy Tracker. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Shedeur Sanders is QB1. Shedeur Sanders is QB1. But Deshaun, you got to remember, like I told y'all, we're going to need Dillon and Gabriel We're going to need Dillon Gabriel and Deshaun Watson to have good days like this. We will. Because at the end of the day, if anything, God forbid, happens to Shedeur, they're going to have to keep us afloat until my guy comes back. But we expected my guy to play all games. I'm knocking on wood. Come on, baby. Come on now. But we're looking at the QB tracker again from today. So y'all can see I'm not lying. I didn't make it up. All right, this is a QB tracker that ESPN Cleveland put out today, the QB tracker. All right, Deshaun Watson threw 7 TDs, 17 for 20. My guy has one good day, and everybody and their mama out here acting like, boy. But it's okay, chat. I digress. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. But y'all, we know what they're gonna say. Let me show y'all this clip though. Chat, how we feel about this? Talk to me. I'm finna show it. Tell me how y'all feel about this real quick.
Got to be time for them to say, let's give him 3 wides with the best 3 wides that we have. Harold Bannon, put Quinchon out there, the best offensive line that we have, and let him rep it with that first team and develop some rhythm and some timing and give him some designed runs and do whatever you can do to make him feel good about himself right now. Because
make him feel good about himself? Huh?
He's not having a lot of successful days. He's not stacking those successful days right.
This was just yesterday, Mary Kay. You just said that yesterday.
Yeah. Got to be time for them to say, let's give him 3 wides with the best 3 wides that we have. Harold Bannon, put Quinchon out there, the best offensive line that we have, and let him rep it with that first team and develop some rhythm and some timing and give him some designed runs and do whatever you can do to make him feel good about himself, right?
Hey, Mary Kay, if you haven't heard, dog, this ain't no make them feel better about themselves kind of game. This is a game where you have to show up day in and day out. This is a game where you have to either shut up, put up or shut up. Period, point blank. Mary Kay, we ain't handing out no participation trophies over here. You just said that yesterday. Yesterday, you talking about we might have to just give him a couple plays, so that way he can feel good about himself. And then today, all of a sudden, he gets 7 TDs. Y'all think y'all slick, man. Y'all think y'all showed that to Deshaun. Deshaun, look, we gave you 7 TDs today. Deshaun, we gave you 7 TDs today. Come on, Mary Kay. Y'all just said this yesterday. And now Deshaun out here. He had one good day. Shedeur Sanders had about 6 or 7 in a row. 6 or 7 in a row, highlight after highlight. Today was a light day for the highlights for my guy, Shedeur Sanders. But Deshaun have one good day, and y'all going crazy. Come on, man. It's anybody but Shedeur. Come on, man. Come on, man. Make him feel good. Is this Pop Warner? Is this Pee Wee football? Come on, man. Can we run this back?
Now, got to be time for them to say, let's give him 3 wides with the best 3 wides that we have. Harold Bannon, put Quinchon out there, the best offensive line that we have, and let him rep it with that first team and develop some rhythm and some timing and give him some designed runs and do whatever you can do to make him feel good about himself right now. Because he's not having a lot of successful days. He's not stacking those successful days right now.
So she said out of her own mouth, he's not stacking those successful days right now. And all of a sudden, he has one good day. We're going to give him 7 touchdowns so that way he can feel better about himself. So that way it doesn't look like Shedeur Sanders is just actually competing and doing better than Deshaun Watson. That Shedeur Sanders is actually not just out here saying, hey, this is my job, and I'm going to show every single day it's my job. I'm being consistent and showing up day in and day out. It's 7 days in. 7 days in. And our guy is showing up day after day. We don't need no pat on the back. We don't need no participation trophy. We don't need to feel good. We've been feeling good every single day. every day. So what are we really talking about, Mary Kay? Oh, we have to make sure he feels good about himself. And now all of a sudden he had one good day. Now, what's the narrative going to be tomorrow, y'all? What they going to say tomorrow, chat? What we going to see tomorrow, chat? Hey, chat, I'm not going to lie to you. I can already see what they about to say tomorrow. Deshaun Watson, he's not going down without a fight. Deshaun Watson has proven that he's still going to be in the battle. Deshaun Watson has proven that he's going to come out victorious and be QB1. We had a day where, we gave him 7 touchdowns and we made him feel good about himself. What? Did anybody but Shedeur? The bandwagoners. They're outside, y'all, and they're alive and well. They're outside, y'all, and they're alive and well. But dog, cut it out. Cut it out. Once again, y'all. Once again, when we hear any of them say anything, we hear nut team. All right? But I'm going to stop giving them some spotlight. Get them off my screen. We know where they at. We know which side of the aisle that they sitting on, chat. They can stay over there. Yeah, stay over there. Anybody but Shedeur. Y'all crew, y'all bandwagon, stay over there. Stay over there. We're okay. But we see y'all. We know where y'all at. All right, so now let's get to some more nonsense real quick, chat. Last little clip of nonsense we're going to get to for the day, and then we're going to close this thing out. Last piece of nonsense that we're going to get to today, because this is the Cleveland media for you. What y'all got to say today? And this was before today's practice. What y'all going to say today? This is before today's practice. After Mary Kay just said what she said, we got to give, Deshaun Watson, some participation trophies. We got to make sure he feels good about himself. We have to make sure he feels good about himself, okay?
Everything I'm hearing about Deshaun Watson is he cannot play football anymore.
That's right.
So I'm of the mindset, get your best 53 out there. Is he going to make the roster? Could they cut him if they wanted to?
They cannot. Right now, they have about $27 million in free cap space, and it would.
They was talking about cutting this man, Deshaun Watson, earlier this morning. They was talking about cutting Deshaun Watson. I'm showing this chat because today we're going to see what they said today before practice. And then all of a sudden, Deshaun Watson, he has a miracle day. 7 touchdowns. This is what they said today, chat. Let's see what they say tomorrow about Deshaun Watson and them 7 touchdowns.
It cost them $41 million almost in dead money to cut.
So they'd be $14 million over the cap.
So it just can't happen.
So he is on this roster one way or another. He is going to dress.
The only way that would happen is if they went down the road and near the trade deadline, created more cap space and then wanted to do that. But
wow,
you wouldn't. Really.
Now you're saying that he absolutely is not a playable
KC
option.
Concepcion has been balling during camp.
And I know the rookie is there, but that basically leaves us with the 2 guys that were drafted 2 drafts ago.
Yes.
In Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel. Yes. Of those 2,
what are they going to say tomorrow, Chad?
I've within the last week starting to hear whispers about Dillon Gabriel. Is it possible that he ends up being the answer?
Well, 7 days into camp, anything's possible. We're in that phase. Is he the answer? No. Is he going to play this year? It's starting to look like it. If Watson's unplayable, then Dillon Gabriel's untradeable because you have to have guys.
You need a backup.
So Taylor.
Yeah. I just wanted to show y'all that because today they was talking about cutting Deshaun Watson. Essentially, that was the root of that whole conversation. Can they get rid of Deshaun? Now it's between Dillon Gabriel. Dillon Gabriel, can he start? Can he win the job? Can Dillon Gabriel be our savior for anybody but Shedeur, our club, for our bandwagon? Can he be the guy? Can he hold up the torch for us? Come on, man. Come on, man. Yes, if you understand football, you can't trade him. Anybody who understands football, you cannot trade Deshaun Watson because of the cap hit. That's why he's still on the roster. That's why, up to this point, they haven't traded him. They won't trade him. But I'm showing you out that today because earlier today, they said cut Deshaun Watson. But Deshaun Watson just came back from the dead, right? Deshaun Watson today, he just came back from the dead. So let's see what they're going to say tomorrow. Today, they're talking about cutting him. Talking about, can Dillon Gabriel really make a shot? Can he really compete? Does he really have a chance? Right? But come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Real quick. Clip I didn't show today. I didn't show this clip because Shedeur Sanders, does the QB tracker today, it says we only saw from the QB tracker, if I'm being honest, I only saw Deshaun Watson throw 3 TDs. Shedeur Sanders, I saw him throw a few too, and this was one of them that I didn't show earlier. This is doing 7-on-7. Deshaun Watson, look at him back there. He like, I hope he don't throw a touchdown. I hope he don't throw a touchdown. Scanning. Where your eyes, Shedeur? Looking from left to right. Boom, right. Boom. I see you. Put it on him. Easy money. Anything you can do, I can do better. Just saying. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Y'all know that? I'm just making sure because I just wanted to see some, chat. I wanted to make sure they added my guy Shedeur, his touchdowns. Because they said Deshaun had 7 of them things. Earlier, they talking about trading them or cutting them. Now they talking about, I guarantee you, he's back from the dead. Come on, man. But Deshaun Watson, at the end of the day today, y'all, Deshaun Watson had him a great day. All right? He had himself a great day. Shedeur Sanders has had multiple days. Multiple great days. Shedeur Sanders has had multiple great days. Shedeur Sanders is continuing to stack days. Shedeur Sanders does something like this every single day. Shedeur Sanders does something like this every single day. Every single day. He's been balling for the 6 out of 7 days of camp. So if I myself, if I've won 6 out of the 7 days, I think I know who's leading this battle. I think we know who's leading this battle. So once again, y'all, we don't care what they saying. All right? We don't care what they saying. We don't care what they saying. Because it's all propaganda. It's all nonsense. It's all propaganda. It's all nonsense, period. We don't care what they saying. We don't. Because they lying through their teeth. So we going to focus on continuing to stack these days. We're going to focus on continuing to be consistent. That's it. That's all, chat. That's it. That's all. Those 7 touchdowns Deshaun Watson potentially have had today, at the end of the day, great job. Whoop-de-doo, my friend. We appreciate it. But before today, chat, if we were looking at the numbers before today, before Deshaun Watson's miraculous 7 touchdowns, who is in the front? Before today, because I want to hear what they really got to say tomorrow. Before today, who is in the front? Who was leading the pack? Who was leading the pack before today? Who was? I think I see clearly. I think my eyes do not deceive me. They don't. And you know why they gave Deshaun Watson them 7 touchdowns? All because now if we look at the stat tracker from today, and I'm going to add them 7 touchdowns. I'm about to show y'all them 7 touchdowns from Deshaun today. I'm going to show you today's updated stats. But this was just this morning. And this is how everybody was feeling about Deshaun Watson. Once again, let's show this. This is how everybody was feeling about Deshaun Watson before he had a miraculous day.
Got to be time for them to say, let's give him 3 wides with the best 3 wides that we have. Harold Bannon, put Quinchon out there, the best offensive line that we have, and let him rep it with that first team and develop some rhythm and some timing and give him some designed runs and do whatever you can do to make him feel good about himself right now, because he's not having a lot of successful days. He's not stacking those successful days right now.
Yeah.
Got to be time for
So if he was not stacking those successful days, right? He wasn't stacking those days, chat. He wasn't. So if he wasn't stacking them days, and if we're looking at all the numbers, chat, right? If we're looking at all the numbers from each of the days, right? Let's take a look at it. Can we talk about it? All right, let's have a real conversation about this, chat. Deshaun Watson, his numbers still don't compare. His numbers still don't compare. This is thus far during camp, chat. This is thus far during camp. If we're really going to have the conversation, let's have the goddamn conversation. Cut it out. Y'all trying to give Deshaun Watson feel-good participation awards since he's had a string of bad days. He has one good day, 7 touchdowns. We got to make sure, because today, Shedeur would have ended up with 8-2. Deshaun Watson, I think if we only count his 3 touchdowns that he had, so we're bringing this total to what? What are we bringing Deshaun Watson's total to? If we're really like being honest and being objective about it, what are we bringing Deshaun Watson's total to? Before today. Before his 7 touchdowns. 7 touchdowns? Before today, he'll be 3-6. 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions before today. But all of a sudden, oh, now it looks better. Now it looks like he's actually competing. Now us showing this graphic might help boost his self-esteem. Come on, man. Come on, man. We don't care what they say. They definitely pulling a Marvel magic trick on us. But what do the stats say? Shedeur Sanders. Him being 104 for 180. 148. If we're looking at it, still 70%. Still passing completion rate is still 70%, chat. Come on, man. Come on, man. Deshaun Watson is only at 63% passing completion rate. 10 tutties because it's 7 touchdown day. Woo! 10 tutties and 6 interceptions, though. Dillon Gabriel, 5 tutties, 4 interceptions, though. Who's taking care of the ball the most? Who's been the most consistent? Chat. Tell them stop playing with us, man. Tell them that we here and we ain't going nowhere. We here to stay. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all I'm saying, chat. We here, we ain't going nowhere, and we here to stay. Period. Period. But y'all see it with your own eyes. They can cut the propaganda out. Chat, I only counted 3 touchdowns today. Go back and rewind the film. We only counted 3 touchdowns today. Where the other 4 come from? I ain't see them. And I was looking. But I ain't see them. Come on, man. But he had 7 touchdowns today, chat. 7 of them. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. But we got to take them at their word, chat. We got to take them at their word. 7 touchdowns, he had 7. Let's just say he had 7 and leave it at that. All right? But anyway, Anyway, all right, we about to go ahead and get ready to close this thing out here in 2 seconds, y'all. All right. Shedeur Sanders, continue to do what you're doing. Continue to sack days. The message of today, we ain't listening to the media. We ain't listening to the propaganda. And at the end of the day, Deshaun, it's been 6 days. It's been 6 days. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. And Cleveland, can I show y'all why y'all should be excited about one of y'all players that y'all just got? That man, Jared Verse. Top 100 players. All right, let me just show this. Why we should be excited about this young core, this young squad, this young team. Why we should be excited about this young core, this young squad, this young team. Jared Verse, number 35 on the Players Top 100. I got y'all one of them. So we gonna end on a positive note. What y'all got to say about Jared Verse?
Great dude, great player.
What kind of player we getting out here in Cleveland? What kind of player we got?
I actually just followed him on Instagram not too long ago. He followed me back, so I'm going somewhere in life.
Jared Verse, I think, is one of the best young and upcoming players in the NFL.
I woke up feeling great, Q.
Go out on a ledge to say that he could be on an Aaron Donald type level at some point in his career.
Jared Verse, Pitbull 2.
Bridgewater steps into trouble, tries to get out the left side. He's going nowhere. Jared Verse.
I know as an offensive lineman to go up against someone like that in a game to where he's one, kicking your ass, and two, no matter what happens, he's going to be in your ear. That's a long day.
SO Tool. Number 35. And he's only 25. Number 35 on the NFL Top 100. Cleveland, you got you one of them. But enough said. Enough said. With the pads off today, with a light day for Shedeur Sanders, these are how the stats are shaking up. We are here for this quarterback competition. Shedeur Sanders, keep on sacking these days. Deshaun Watson, welcome to the goddamn party. Dillon Gabriel. Yeah. That's all the Dillon. That's all I got. But Taylor Green, yeah, you ain't getting no reps today. It's all right. You'll be all right. But listen, chat. We see the stats. We see the numbers. Even if you want to say Deshaun Watson, even if you want to give him 7 touchdowns, so that way his stats look a little better, instead of the 3 that he actually got, that we actually saw, that my chat saw, instead of that, the 3 that we actually counted, right? Instead of the 3 that we actually counted, bruh. Instead of the 3 that we actually counted. If you want to give him 7 TDs to help his stats look a little better, to help it seem like it's not what we think it is, a blowout, with Shedeur Sanders leading the way, showing why he's QB number 1 in Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders showing why he's QB number 1 in Cleveland. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Because even padding his stats won't help. It won't. So now with that being said, folks, consistency. That's the name of the game. And as long as our guy, 2, he's being consistent, dog, that's all that matters. We know what it is. Come on, man. We know what it is. We here for it. SO to the fake propaganda, because we appreciate it. Because you only gonna make yourselves seem a little crazier. Watson was on fire today, yeah. But it's only been 6-7 days in, and you just now you know, cooking. That's cool. But you're cooking with the first unit. Todd Monken is cooking up those plays for his first unit for a reason. You're cooking in no pads. So, Deshaun had a great day today. Shedeur. How are we going to respond, baby? How are we going to respond, Shedeur? How are we going to respond? I know how. I know how. Come on, man. The Cleveland Browns. Come on, man. We know this quarterback battle is a must-watch. We here for it. We ain't taking our eyes off of it. But don't let them fool you and tell you that two ain't out here doing what two do. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. We appreciate you, though. We appreciate you, though. Jerry! We know what side you're on, too, big dog. So don't worry, Jerry. All right, we appreciate you, too. But, yeah. Mary Kay. Mary Kay. Just know we're going to keep this receipt. Mary. Just know, hey, with this one right here, we going to keep this one. We going to keep this one. Because when that boy, too, do what he got to do in this first preseason game, the second preseason game, and the third preseason game, and the joint practices, we're going to come back and we're going to revisit this. Like, what you say, Mary? Oh, okay. But with that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I'm grateful for y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for continuing to come back. We're going to be back same time tomorrow. All right? We got how many days more at camp? 2. That's it. At least with media being able to be there. So even though media won't be there, the media can't be there, and they aren't allowed to be there, but we're going to still give y'all this talk. All right? We got a few more days left for camp. All right, if we're looking at it. All right? If we're looking at it. Let me pull this graphic up. Hold on before we really get up out of here. Let me pull this graphic up so that way y'all can see it. All right? The Cleveland Browns, tomorrow is day 6. I mean, not day 6. It's not day 6, but it's day 7 technically. I mean, day 8, essentially. Because today was day 7. Shedeur Sanders has stole every day up to this point. I'm just being honest with you. But we still got a couple days left. We got tomorrow, we got Friday, and then we got Saturday. And we're going to be here for each one of those days. And then we got that Tuesday, then we got that Wednesday. So every single day that camp is still on, you know where to come tune in at. All right? We got a few more days, about 4 or 5 to be exact. We're going to continue to get you the information that you need. Period, point blank. You understand me? So make sure y'all tune in. Make sure you coming back. And then, don't think it's sweet. Because that last day of camp, that Wednesday, the 12th, guess what? They play in my city. I got to catch a flight. It's already booked. That Saturday next week. Yes, next Saturday, August 15th. When they play the Chicago Bears, I will be there. And after the game, I will be here. And then we're going to really see what people got to say. You understand me? But that's the camp schedule. And that's our schedule too, for if you want to hear more talk about Shedeur Sanders. All right? That's the schedule. We're going to be cooking every single day. So make sure you tune in. And then also when the regular season starts, after each game, post-game conferences, we're going to be here to give you the recap of the game, to let you know who started, of course, what happened. During the game, we're going to show highlights. We're going to show clips. I got you. Don't trip. But also know, we're going to get into some more NFL topics, talking about other NFL teams around the league. All right? We're going to get into a lot. We're going to get into it all. All right? So with that being said, y'all, hey, I appreciate y'all. I'm grateful for each and every one of y'all. Make sure you hit that like button for me. Please blow up that like button. I appreciate you in advance for doing it. Please blow up that like button. All right? Please blow up that like button. But, hey, don't sleep on this quarterback battle. It's one of the ones that we've been waiting for. And to be quite honest with you, it's the talk of the town. And we're going to be here to continue to talk about it. We're going to be here to continue to talk about it. Tell them, stop playing with us. All right? Appreciate y'all. Thank you for continuing to tune in. Thank you for continuing to show love. Anytime you need your updates on the Cleveland Browns, make sure you stop here first. All right? We will continue to talk about more, of course, when the season comes. All right? We will continue to spread the gems nationwide. All right? Sports topics are always coming here. If you like stocks, you like real estate, you want to learn about stocks, you want to learn more about real estate, make sure you tune in tonight. All right? Tonight, go ahead, come tune in. Tonight, go ahead, come show some love. All right? Stock Wednesday coming here tonight on this very channel. And then I will be also talking about Nolan Wells here later on tonight as well. So if you want to tune in, come back tonight to get some Nolan Wells updates, to get some updates about stocks in real estate, about how the markets are going. Make sure you tune in back for that. But without further ado, hey, I appreciate you, baby. 7 days in. Deshaun Watson. Welcome to the party, baby. Welcome to the party, Deshaun. We appreciate you. We thought you'd never come. But hey, you here. Those 7 TDs, we going to give them to you. We're going to give them to you. But we stacking days. Period, point blank. All right? So at the end of the day, I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you like the channel, make sure you consistently and always come back. I appreciate you in advance. And with that being said, before we get up out of here, do me also one more favor. Make sure you send this to your mama, your daddy, your best friend of another friend, Lit Johnny, Lit Timmy, and don't forget about Lit Susie too. And don't forget about Lit Josh. You know, he just moved in across the street. You got to make sure you get these gems to him too. All right, so send these gems to everybody you know. Make sure you tune in tomorrow around the same time because, hey, it's day 8 tomorrow. And we're going to see how Shedeur responds with the ones. And at the end of the day, hey, Deshaun, hey, we appreciate you joining the party, baby. So Deshaun Watson, once again, great job today. We appreciate you. But we're going to see you tomorrow. SO to Shedeur Sanders, SO to the Cleveland Browns, SO to Deshaun Watson, and SO to you. I appreciate you. All right? Hit that like button, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button, and I promise you, tomorrow, we're going to be back, and we're going to be continuing to talk about Shedeur Sanders on his way to becoming QB1. Yeah. Straight like that. Just like that. No. Y'all like that. Deuces. We out.